now. It's multi-streaming to, I believe, Facebook. Hello, if you're seeing this on Facebook, it's streaming it to Periscope as well, because I guess why not? I mean, I don't think I'm going to lose anything by streaming to Periscope. And then also it's streaming to YouTube, which is, I'm trying to get more active there, although live streams are, what we'll see is actually not the feature attraction of a, shall we say, what you go on YouTube for. And we're going to discuss that a little bit before we go into the full game dev stream. And then also we're going to be streaming to Twitch. Yeah, it should be sharing this on all my different channels right now. Let me see, if it's streaming on Twitter, if it's streaming on Periscope, you should see it on my Twitter. Hello if you're seeing this on my Twitter. If you're seeing it on Facebook, hello on Facebook. It's also streaming to my Facebook page. It's automatically doing a post on my Facebook page on this. And yeah, like I even show you how all this like Restream.io stuff works. But yeah, today we're going to be continuing the game dev stream primarily. But yeah, just to reveal like how this all this stuff kind of works. I'm not going to show this link here, but yeah, so like this is how Restreamio looks when you're multi-streaming and stuff. Yeah, it looks like the chat is ready, and then I can see like the number of viewers on each channel, on each venue here. Hello. And then I can update the titles for like how these things are displayed. So like if I type in a title here, it'll update it in all these different places, and I can also so like I type this in one place, and then it's sending it in all these different, setting the titles for all these, and then I can edit down like what specifically, if there's specifics I want for each platform. So like as we're seeing on Twitch here, you can change the science and technology category. On Facebook we can see the game category and also the description. Yeah, of course there's no game development game on Facebook as a category. Periscope just has the title. YouTube events has some stuff here for title and description. Descriptions in beta, I guess, but and there's a character limit there. And then social alerts, you can see where it's being shared to on my social stuff. So yeah, sharing to my Twitter account, and then also it can share on Discord as well, but only in places where I'm in. I have server admin permissions. So I just made a temporary Discord. I don't know if people want to follow that. If you want to follow that, please check that out. And then I also share it on a Facebook page, not to my personal Facebook. This is streaming to my personal Facebook, but I'm sharing this social alert to a Facebook page, and I can update that here. And then there's like a character limit for that. So yeah, that's how Restream.io works. To just go over that briefly, and then yeah, we're just continuing our stream of our game development otherwise. Just a couple of thoughts going in before we get into the proper game development itself. Just kind of reviewing the stuff I've learned in the past day. Thought it might be fun for y'all who are also wondering about how the world of like social media and streaming and stuff works. And just give some plugs for some cool things I like. This is a game title. It's called We Should Talk. But yeah. So just to let you know, after a very productive night from not being able to go back to sleep and then going to sleep later, not going to get into that. But I cleaned up my Twitch account. So if you go on my Twitch, you'll see my About page is more updated. Whoops. And then going to sleep later. Mute this. Yeah, it's updated links here for my YouTube, my itch.io, my website, my coffee, and my Twitter account. So that's updated there. So you can check that out. And then those panels are not as important, so I'm going to bother with those later. Then I also cleaned up my itch.io account, so you can check out my itch.io at muditaheart.itch.io. We can blow this up a bit, take a closer look at it. Yeah, my itch.io is here. And so I have more like screenshots and nice thumbnails. I have these GIFs as thumbnails now. This is a very fun row here. It's Good Vibes the Ride, Romance of Mini Garfields and Friend, and House of Good Vibes. These have some fun GIFs here, so hopefully it makes them more appealing. The category of this game is Garfields. The category of this is Internet Reality. Feel free to check those out. Feel free to check out these other games that have less fun GIFs, but also good games as well. And then here's like a GIF for movie novels of the future. So we'll see how that'll do with the performance, if that'll like help people click on stuff more. I've also organized my collections even more. That was kind of nice and fun to do for me. Not just because like it makes my page more presentable, but it's kind of nice review for me to just see where I've been. It's good for my morale and stuff, and yeah, like I can just take a glance and see all the stuff I've done. It's nicer than just seeing a blank thumbnail. But yeah, so this is like Clyde's World stuff. That's been my latest series. We'll see where that goes, and then hopefully this chat is working. I don't believe I see anything yet. Restream IO chat. Let me know if if the chat's working or not. I'm looking at the cross-platform chat, opening in browser. Feel free to let me know how the volume is also. Appears the volume is working. Yeah, okay, cool. Got some eyes. Seems like we have a... Okay, seems like people are tuning in on Twitch and Facebook. Hello, hey folks. Feel free to say hi, but hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just continuing the stream and just showing off some updates from last time. Just like I've been focusing on marketing and stuff in my game development approach this past summer as part of this RPI Level Up State program. So yeah, I'm just kind of walking people through like how I've approached marketing and stuff. So yeah, this is like a collection of like collaborations I've had with other students at NYU Game Center, really talented people there. Glass Walls with Krishan, Will, and Mongchi. Light Technician Stream with Alina. And Extreme Tournament 98 2000 with Jonathan and Mary. And then here's all the games I made for Prototype Studio. Quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games that are listed here. We're supposed to make a prototype every week. And then here's the Friendship Garden games from Friendship Garden 2018. And then here's just a bunch of recommended games that you should check out also. Some really great games I like. I don't know, like, I feel like I actually have a catchier name than recommended games, but yeah, love these games. Yeah, DK Bath Time. I recently live streamed Out for Delivery and Strangers and Go and Come Back on this stream. Feel free to check out those. I'm also live streamed all our Asias. Yeah, all these games are really fantastic, all worth checking out. And if you want to check that out, that's on my itch.io page. And I've also revamped my YouTube page. So this is a stream about watching people's pages and stuff. But anyway, I customized my YouTube page more. You get to see you can add these different sections and stuff. So like you can see, so I put the first section as popular uploads, then uploads, latest uploads, and then Clyde's World stuff, then games I've made and collaborated with people on. Then we also have a section here for talks I've done. So like these are things that are not necessarily on my own channel, but talks I've done for other YouTube channels. And you can find all of these are in a nice playlist here, talking about game design and other stuff, cool stuff like Jim Henson. My Jim Henson talk got more views than my other game design stuff, but I don't know, maybe that's just a testament to the evergreen qualities of Jim Henson. Yeah, some Let's Plays here. I just recently uploaded Let's Play Oh My Trump Dono, a Trump administration boys love game. That's very cool. That was by, I believe their name is Varsha Prem from NYU Game Center's BFA program, recent graduate. This was the demo of it. I played it recently, and you can check that out there. It's about an hour long. Also art stuff I've made. Yeah, cool stuff. And then the live stream I'm doing now is probably, you can see here too. Alright, and then I also added recommended cool folks to check out. All these people are worth checking out, of course. Baby Castles, Wonderville, Game Devs, Color Expo, MacFest, Intel Game, Pixel Pop, NYU Game Center, Asians Represent. Yeah, big fans of all those. And then also you see my links here in the YouTube channel along with this header. So yeah, just showing off this cool stuff, working on marketing, working on doing cool things, and I think that was it from that. And then the next thing I wanted to plug is there's a lot of great games coming out now. People are playing games like Ghosts of Tsushima, and I've been seeing Deadly Premonition 2 in different people's streams and stuff. Um, and one game I really wanted to plug here that I feel like maybe is going not as I don't know, I think deserves even more of a plug than maybe it's getting compared to other games, is this lovely short form narrative game called We Should Talk. You can find it on Steam. I did back it on Kickstarter and I was looking forward to it. It's a great game. It's on I first saw it at the NYU Game Center student showcase, and it went on to go into the NYU Game Center incubator program, where it's definitely taken the torch from there. And yeah, this game looks amazing. It takes this kind of it has this really cool visual style and has this really unique narrative mechanic, and has like these really cool stories about relationships and having tough conversations and stuff. So yeah, let's take a look at the trailer here, and please check this out, folks. Please wishlist it or buy it. Whoops. So yeah, this what we're seeing here is this cool kind of combination lock mechanic where you can adjust the dialogue in the game, and yeah, like it's another way of like changing the branching narrative aspects of the gameplay, which I think is really cool. And the story is pretty cool. You're just talking to different people in this bar, and navigating these different dynamics over different things you can say to these people. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. It was really, really like one of the things I was definitely looking forward to seeing come out after seeing it on the NYU Game Center program. It's only $6.99. It's a short form game. Yeah, definitely check it out. Very cool, very cool. So yeah, I'll send a link to that here. We Should Talk. You can also follow them on Twitter, but if anything, you could find them on Steam, but also feel free to just check them out on Twitter. This will have the links to all the different places you can find them on Twitter. Of course, like you can check it out on itch.io, but of course, Steam obviously is going to be the #1 platform for games nowadays. So, and then yeah, just a brief word. Okay, now we're seeing the chat stuff come in. It's a nice test of that ability there. Oh, I can hide this now that I have the Restream chat going. But another kind of tip here is that in my research on the differences between YouTube and Twitch, I learned that it's hard to build an audience on Twitch through Twitch. That seems to be like some conventional wisdom going around from like seeing a lot of different resources talk about this. So yeah, some people sometimes recommend building an audience through YouTube and then directing them to your Twitch in order to build an audience that way. Also, YouTube audiences typically don't like to watch live streams. When you go to YouTube, you're not there to like just put on something in the background like a 6-hour thing, or re-watch a 6-hour video on demand thing. Even people on Twitch don't typically watch video on demand things. Typically people on Twitch are just there to like see the live stream and get the value of the participation and the engagement from directly interacting with the speaker and whatnot. So yeah, please check that. That's definitely something that's worth checking out. What the? I have another chat box here even. How many chat boxes do I have here? Okay. Yeah, so I could definitely take those out. This chat box, remove this chat box. I'm going to just keep my Restreamio chat box in the bottom here. And then, yeah, also another typical pattern for YouTubers is that, for a YouTube audience, is that typically people go to YouTube to search stuff to look up like a short form video to get an answer real quick. Like they aren't there to like just tune in to put in something in the background, in the same way that people kind of put something in the background on Twitch. Yeah, or if they do put it on in the background in YouTube, there's going to be a different approach to it, like a lo-fi hip-hop beats radio or something, or like, yeah, the YouTube radio stations are really cool. Yeah, that's like a very different approach than like when you're going to Twitch to check out someone do game development. Yeah, hope the volume's okay, and some background noise. Hope that's getting cleared up pretty well. But yeah, I am going to, and also another thing I noted from like watching other Twitch streamers is that, this is like revealing the magic behind the curtain, is that oftentimes like even like people who are partners who have a lot of followers and stuff, a lot of active viewers, they'll like be very active in the chat and like actively respond to people's questions and stuff. So yeah, that's a lesson I'm learning today, and yeah, I'm going to be doing that more often. Last time, like I noticed like this past week as I was like streaming, like people were sending comments through the chat, and I was only responding like 5 minutes, 10 minutes later. But I will try to keep the chat open in order to be more aware of that. Yeah, I just think that's just a more fun experience for people watching the game watching the chat in general, or I don't know, watching the stream in general. So yeah, that's more engaging. And then yeah, and then another announcement is that there's one more solid week of game development streaming for this RPI program. This is the end of week 6, I believe. Next week is week 7 out of an 8-week program. Week 7 will be the last full prototype dedicated week for the RPI Level Up State program, where I am focusing on game development and business and making prototypes and stuff. And then the week after that, I'm going to be making I don't know, the focus is less on prototypes and like more on talks and reviewing steps moving forward after the program. So yeah, I can't believe that these 6 weeks have just flown by. It's kind of crazy. Also, while the world has been in crisis and stuff, kind of weird to think about all that. But yeah, so yeah, check those things out. Oh yeah, and then one more thing I wanted to plug here was I just went on this walk before this stream. Felt like that's a nice routine. There's this lovely I guess this podcast just came out today even, but it's this podcast that you could just put on in the background, where it's where Krista Tippett, the host, is interviewing. I should just step back. On Being is a podcast interviewing people around spirituality and having conversations around spirituality, philosophy, history, religion, things beyond religion, and yeah, so relationships and stuff like that. So yeah, and then in this episode, the host Krista Tippett interviews Pauline Boss, who discusses the concept of ambiguous loss. Ambiguous loss is a very heady concept. It means loss where there's no closure. Loss where like typically in our Western society, we're always about like getting over things, mastering things, staying strong, and like, you know, not feeling sad anymore. But in other cultures and other healthier ways of looking at things, maybe we have to navigate the fact that grief is a long-standing process that keeps happening over and over again, and that it might not have a clear sense of ending. And yeah, just a really kind of heart-opening, heartwarming, mind-opening conversation around that in this episode of On Being. So feel free to check this out. There is an episode podcast. You could just listen to it in the background. They have you can download it. You can listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also listen to it unedited, and yeah, and you can also look at the full transcript here if you want. If you just want to skim through and then put it on in the background. So yeah, that's up to you if you want to do that. But yeah, check that out. On Being by Krista Tippett. Yeah, so definitely check that out. And without further ado, let's get to the game development stream. We should talk. And yeah, just I don't know, kind of rapid fire chat there. But yeah, feel free to just tune in, and we'll just continue with the development. All right, so let's continue with the development. This is all very cool stuff I was checking out. Cozy house generator, cozy things. So what does it need? Customizability. What I saw as the steps moving forward was like, so this is what I had last time. And then we'll put on some like lo-fi hip-hop beats music. And I've been into this Avatar Last Airbender Avatar lo-fi hip-hop chill mix. Feel free to tune in here if you want to listen to yourself. Hopefully the audio levels for that are okay. And then, so we're just going to continue development here. So here's our playlist. So right now we have the game so far. We have a basic playlist with builds and songs. So we're just making a prototype, so we just want to capture some of the essence of where this could go moving forward. So maybe you can queue up your own songs of choice, maybe in general coziness, maybe in general customizability. So the things I said was like a painting. You get to have some public domain painting on the wall, and then maybe you get to choose. And then maybe choose your own. Maybe you just gotta move next. Comes marching home. Comes marching home. Do I want to do a browse? So also you could have a book. Do I want a browser for a book, or like e-reader? Maybe out of scope. Maybe even just the idea of like choosing a book cover. I think high level is to focus on give some built-in custom. Having we know how the volume is. It's okay. Hope your days are going well. I don't know if y'all have been playing any good games lately. I've been playing I've been kind of focusing on this Twitch stuff really, yeah, I don't know. What was the last thing I played? It's been a while. I played New Ice York on that last stream 2 days ago, but maybe less of an emphasis on that. I've been continuing watching Avatar: Last Airbender though. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's been good. It was the episode where they introduced May and Ty Lee, which is pretty cool. That's a fun episode. And like, yeah, I feel like in this season 2 of Avatar, they're like kind of like getting into like whoops, how do I hide this? And in this season 2 of Avatar, they're just getting into like the drama segments where like they just leave things on cliffhangers and start setting things up. And you can kind of sense the production values much better because they're just like you're sensing the production values much better because they're just because you can tell they got the 2 seasons, I think, at that point. So they knew that the series was going to go on for at least 2 more seasons. And so they're just planning everything around like the whole book 2 and book 3. I was like, I think on the first season they weren't even sure if they're going to get greenlit for the next season. And I think like their strategy for book 1 was like make all the things okay and then make the final episode of the season just like mind-blowing, which I think they did an amazing job of because I was hooked. I was like, where's the next season? And also works as like a dramatic premise creatively because then you're like, oh, he has to master all 4 elements. So you're like, wait, how's he gonna master all 4 elements? And then that kind of makes you guaranteed to have like a couple seasons as a result. Like everything was building up to that. And then like constantly building and building. Anyway, so let me see, a painting or poster. Book cover. Since I'm already doing audio, something where load file browser load. That'd be kind of cool if you can modify the Steam. So yeah, what should we do first? Painting and poster are basically the same thing as book cover. In terms of like capturing the ambience of like this being a coziness simulator, painting and book cover are less important than having ambient noise. Ambient noise is really going to capture the goal of what we're going for. And then the drink is also going to capture that too. So how about we go for that? And then what if there was just custom lighting? I don't know, I could keep that as an option. But custom lighting. So public domain ambient noise. Let's go to our handy dandy freesound.org. So what were our sounds we were looking for? Fan. Box fan. Ambient fan that can be looped. Sounds good to me. Let's pause our lo-fi hip-hop beats with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Alright, I should also, I can already feel myself calming down a bit with this music. There's just so much going on. I was just talking with some friends about, messaging with some friends about how, like, there's just so much stress in the world. Pause this and let's play this. Wait, let me listen to that again. Does it need a fan asset is one of my questions. Maybe I could just have this in the background. I don't know, it seems as good as anything. So we'll load that into our game. What's the next thing on our list? Let's cross that down. Ticking clock. Let's do that. Wall clock too. And it's raining also. Very cool. You must attribute this is not a pillow tunnel. Yeah, good. Let's do it. Let's go with it. Rain sounds. Oh. That's louder than I thought it was gonna be. Let me listen to how these loop, I guess. Whoops, hey, we got a follower. Hey, what's up, Sopa Condensata? Thanks for following. Awesome, thank you for following. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, feel free to check out my other stuff too. I do game development. I do YouTube videos. You can check out my games on my itch.io. And yeah, feel free to, and also, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Um, it's just continuing more game development and chillaxing kind of stuff. Hope you're enjoying things and having a good day. Let's see. Falling rain ambience. Today we're making Relaxation Simulator. It's going to be our prototype for this week for RPI's Level Up State game development incubator, which I'm getting a grant for. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Alright, so let's continue our work. So we got our rain here. I think we downloaded it. Rain. Okay. Cross that off, and then we can have like frogs and crickets, I guess. Let's do that. Frogs, ambience. Search turn, no results. Frogs forever. Oh my gosh. This might be like too loud to be inside a house. I'd have to probably do some audio design. It's like make it sound like it's outside the house. Huh. I like this. Oh, the sounds came from here. Okay. Huh. This sounds like you're outdoors. Huh. Frog ASMR. Yeah. Hey, you get the reward for the first comment of the day. The reward is, you get a shout out. What up, Pure PhD? I should figure out rewards for that kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. So, peace, I don't know. You get to, I should figure out some kind of reward system. I don't know if I can give you like channel points at this point. I think I need to be affiliate first. But yeah. So we're just continuing development on our Relaxation Simulator game development. And listening to a lot of ambient sounds, and when we're not loading an audio, we're going to be listening to ambient sounds as part of the development of it. So, I don't know, this seems good. I'm just going to put it in. And I'll figure out some audio design for making it work, I guess. So yeah, crickets. I felt like my decision, I don't know if you heard earlier, was to go with all the things that would like signal it being a ambient game first, then like later focus on like other things that are like more tangentially related. This is not in the public domain. Okay, attribution license. Okay. Recorded using an Alesis Palm track. Crickets suck. Okay. Why would you click on the video, on the audio? Good. I like this. This is good. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. I don't know. I wasn't like the biggest person on ambient sounds and stuff, but are you But I'm getting into it as like part of this project, and I think it's been very rewarding to work on this kind of project. Do I know you from somewhere before, or are you just tuning in just kind of randomly? Sopa, or you don't have to say, yeah, thanks for tuning in at any rate. Let me see. Did I download that? I think that was good. Okay, cool. I don't know. Let's just go with that, and then we'll just figure out how to loop those in there. Have some UI for that. Let's just have some very basic UI for all that kind of good stuff. Whoops. Oh, dang. Huh. Baby Castle is hosting my channel. Oh, great. Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Great. Thank you, Baby Castles, if you're tuning in from Baby Castles. Definitely want to give them a shout out. This is a stream that's being hosted by Baby Castles, and they're doing amazing work. Baby Castles, if anyone doesn't know, I say this every time, is an indie game art gallery and arcade and performance venue and game dev collective based in New York, supporting local artists and activists. And yep, they've of course closed their doors physically for events and stuff, for large gatherings, but they're still doing activist work and still doing live streams as an alternative. They are very technical and very good at handling technical stuff. So yeah, I'm one of the several streamers they have as part of the rotation, bringing attention to Baby Castle and donating stuff. Knew about it in the Cosmo D Studios Discord. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. That's awesome. Wow, I didn't even know about that Discord. Yeah, Cosmo D is like he's done amazing stuff on Baby Castle streams and performances and stuff. I love his work also. Yeah, he's a good friend of Game Center too. I'm a student at Game Center right now, in between my first and second year. So yeah, that's really cool. Okay. Oops, I'm gonna hide this. Okay, not sure what this is. Slack's popped up for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, this is we'll continue our listening to Avatar: Last Airbender, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I don't know if you're like based in New York or not, but yeah, that's really cool that people are hearing about this. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. So I'm gonna continue the Avatar: Last Airbender lo-fi hip-hop chill mix. You can take a listen to that here. Maybe turn that down a bit. Cool. Yeah, I am like working on like getting I'm using multi-streaming now, something I'm testing out this past week. So I'm gonna try and respond to like other comments. I'm gonna be seeing through things other than Twitch also, and hopefully people will be able to tune in that way as well. So yeah, thanks for tuning in on Twitch, folks on Twitch. And also, I believe we're streaming on my Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, just because we can. Alright, let's check out some other stuff. So let's load in this audio. So sound effects. Whoops. Create folder. And I'm making my game in Unity. Ambient. Maybe I wouldn't even categorize that as like a one-off sound effects. It's like ambient sound effects. It's its own kind of loop there. So I'm gonna move that here. Drag that in. These are I'm just gonna do very bare bones kind of versions of this stuff for now. Oh, huh. It actually is a toggle UI element. Button is already because a button is already tagged to the game object. Game object. Tiny shreds. Comes marching home. Soldier boy comes marching home. Maybe I should change this to a toggle. Probably should. When did I start working on this? Yeah, I started working on this this past week. This is a prototype I started this past week, and I'm using as many free assets as I can. I don't have a lot of 3D modeling skills, basically none. So I'm just using like a lot of built-in assets and just arranging them around. I found that lamp, added the light myself. That's about it. Yeah, I'm doing this as part of RPI's Level Up State. That's like I'm doing this as part of a incubator program for a university in upstate New York, and they're allowing me to work remotely to make prototypes for 6 weeks and get some business ideas and consultation for stuff that. So yeah, and I get a small grant for working on this. Yeah, I'm very happy to have gotten it, and yeah. So like, yeah, I've done other games in the past weeks, and this is a new idea I'm working on for Relaxation Simulator. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, feel free to ask more. Happy to answer. Okay, let's see. If there's another toggle, let's just try to rearrange this toggle here. So, I don't know. I'm feeling lazy. I'll get to it later. I'm feeling up for it. Let's just keep moving. So this is toggling. Is on, is off. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, I like to believe I'm interesting, you know. But who knows? It's there's a lot of opinions out there. Let me see. Oh, ambient. Let's keep working. And earlier in this stream, I was talking about just like streaming culture and like expectations by different users and stuff, and like just seems like people on Twitch consume stuff differently than they do on like YouTube, and very different from Facebook. Yeah, people on YouTube are more like they go there for a purpose. It's like a Twitch is like, oh, I'll just put this on in the background or whatever. Okay, so it's like someone might be following on Facebook. If you're seeing this on Facebook, I believe I should be able to see the comments from like getting the Restreamio chat coming in, and you should be able to see your comment in this little thing down here next to my face, over here. So yeah, if you comment there, it should show up, and yeah, so yeah, and I will try to respond to it as soon as right away as soon as I see it. So yeah, feel free to tune in. Okay. Sokka ASMR. You're an airbender. Also, if you're on Periscope and you're seeing this, you can also see yourself comment over here. Sure, I don't know. I guess that can happen too. Why not? Also on YouTube as well. If you happen to be tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Okay, so where were we at? We're doing ambient sound controller in C#. Let's blow this up a bit more. And then we're going to add this toggle. So public toggle ambience. And like it's probably like more generic than just like ambient, but like I don't know, we can have it just be like specific for now because we can refactor it later. This is gonna be pretty small. So it is playing. And then we'll just have public audio. I believe it's audio clip. Current sound public audio clip. Maybe it's a list. Sounds. And then audio source, public audio source. Oh man, I could listen to Uncle Iroh ASMR all day, man. Like, oh, that's the good stuff. All right, let me see. Current sound, toggle if is playing. I don't know, there's more. If it is playing, audio source dot stop. Playing is false. We'll just have a basic toggle here. I believe it's .clip lowercase, and then we'll set that to our index and sound. All sounds list. We'll look at our music controller. This is basically the same thing, I guess. One thing is that the clips have to be looped, but I guess music is looped also. Unity, audio. It's audio source dot loop. Audio clip does not loop, audio source loops. So we can see here. Audio source dot loop. Stop at listener loop is toggle on. M underscore audio source. I feel like that's like a Unity convention that I gotta get used to. I don't know why you would not want it to loop. I'll just leave it as not looping for now. Let's make a, whoops. Forgot to add our return type to our function here. Yeah, I am duplicating a lot of code here, aren't I? Oh well. Yeah, hope y'all are enjoying so far. Just doing more work. I don't know. Maybe I overestimate how many people can be fascinated by programming. So this is our little picture-in-picture here for our avatar lo-fi hip-hop beats. Sound index clips. Whoops, cannot rename. So like the main difference is that's looping. Yeah, maybe there's more gamers on Twitch for whatever reason than there might be on my Facebook page. Who knows? These guys to learn free. You got these guys to learn free. Alright, let's continue. What else am I missing? This is looping, next, play, start, stop, toggle. the opposite? I don't know. Same thing, right? It's amateur hour. Let's keep it moving. List audio clip does not contain length. Huh. Count? There we go. Yeah, I guess a list has count, array has length. Okay. Whoa. Something about this rain loop wasn't working right. Oh. Rain loop was a FLAC file. Okay. I don't know. I guess I don't need it. That's why we have more. Fully lossless audio codec. And now I'm adding buttons for the ambient sounds, and yeah, just doing more UI stuff. I don't know if y'all do C# coding. This is like pretty basic stuff to you or something. Yeah, I'm still relatively new to C#. I don't like coding in particular. I think I like content too much to like focus on coding. And like, I don't even mean that in a way that's like I don't view coding as content, but like just like for like the kind of content that coding is, I just don't enjoy that process too much. It's just how I'm using that term. I don't know if y'all like coding or other kinds of parts of the creative process more. I think like I saw during one of my classes I taught last semester, I mentioned how like only 0.1% of the US population knows how to do any programming whatsoever. So I mentioned like the first day class, like you guys did one line of code. That makes you like already ahead of like most of the US population or whatever in terms of coding. So yeah, give yourselves a pat on the back. Okay, so let's think this through. So we have a toggle button here, and we want it to toggle play. Toggle ambient sounds controller. Right, so we want to toggle ambient sound. So ambient sounds controller toggle ambient sound. And let's say it's off at first. I guess we're kind of messing around with which is the model in the model view controller. If I'm using that term correctly. Because like now it's like, okay, does the ambient sounds controller keep track of whether or not it's true or false? Does it have that flag, or should the toggle button itself, does this boolean, like this, does this, what I'm saying is like, does this boolean value here, should that say it? Versus like, you know, versus like this boolean value here. So let's say it's like the, I don't know, let's just say it's the toggle script itself that says whether it's true or false. So, yeah, maybe it'll have that whole, just a reference to that instead, so. Cool. Oh, toggle. And then it might give an error because I don't have Unity, not using the namespace with the Unity engine.ui. It's expected. And I'm going to say, let's just check if that compiles. Should. Whoops, even more problems. Okay, name is playing does not exist, so let's replace this playing with. And then let's check the property of the toggle. Click this reference for toggle. And is on is a property. Look up the code based. Don't want to look at the. Actually, want to look at the code manual. I don't want to look at this. I'm just gonna say is on. I don't have autocomplete working for the Unity library. Properties maybe are named with lowercase, camel case style. Is playing still does not exist. Where's this playing? Oh, okay. There we go. So this is working. Okay, let's try that. Pause this. Are we getting errors? We got an error. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Toggle ambient sound. Whoops, I forgot to assign the public variable, obviously. Interesting. Now that I think about it, when I was watching that stream of like, interesting. Feel free to ask any questions if you're wondering how this stuff is working, or feel free to let me know if I'm talking about a lot of stuff that's like too obvious or whatever. Happy to dispel some of the mystery behind this, or move faster if that's also something we're interested in. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's see if that does it. The requested operation causes Stack Overflow. Okay. Okay, so the toggle is toggle on is queue up next song advanced playlist. Audio source dot clip dot length. Audio source dot clip equals sounds list dot sound index. So let's step through this. Toggle ambient sound is on. It's not on. As a default, it's not on. So it's false, else toggle is on is true. Audio source clip sounds list sound index. So sounds list sound index is sounds list. This is sounds list sound index. Sound index is 0, so it goes to 0. And then it queues up next song. Yield, wait for a second, audio source clip.length. And then advanced playlist. Sounds list.length. Okay, so what is the duration of this? I guess this is appealing to it. Let me see, what else can I do here? If it's so a Stack Overflow is when it calls something over and over, because yeah, basically like imagine like every time it's calling a line of code, it's putting it onto a stack, and then if it keeps calling it in a loop, then it'll just keep adding to the stack infinitely, and then it'll overflow the stack. So there's like built-in things in C# runtime that like catches that. So if that's happening, where would that be happening? Advanced playlist. Yield new wait for seconds audio clip. So this is the thing that gets called, and then this gets called. Yield return new wait for seconds. So let me just add some debug logs here just to see what's happening. So this is the length of our audio clip being played. And if this is like anything that's longer than like, otherwise it's just gonna not loop. What is the sound index exactly? Alright, let's do more development. So this is like the not fun part of like development, is dealing with like this technical stuff that I don't enjoy. Whoops. What's happening? Okay, it might be doing the Stack Overflow with the debug log on top of it now. Okay, I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna stop it, and I'm just gonna get rid of this line. Okay, Stack Overflow is really not good. My editor is frozen. How dare you? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I'm doing a bad thing. Oh man, shouldn't have done that. Ugh. I forced the... I crashed Unity. Let's close it. Saying I'm a superhuman. I make elevating music, you make elevator music. Alright, man, that's so frustrating when that happens. I have to open it up again. Game development, game development, game development, game development. Doing all this stuff in open source software. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I might start using Godot, honestly. So my roommate mentioned like Godot as being a pretty cool game editor and pretty comparable to Unity. So I'm honestly considering it. I don't know. I feel like I know that's blasphemy and all that, but we shouldn't be afraid to speak truth to power. You know what I mean, man? Godot game engine. Whatever. Hashtag made with Unity. What else do I have on my task list? So I'm just working on the toggle right now. And then the next button. Basically the same thing I have for the music, except it's looping. Alright, let's get our ambient stuff going. I make elevating music, you make elevating music. Okay, let's try that. Let's just see if that toggle works. Oh, I wonder how the toggle event works if it's like the event handler is different than like a normal button. Okay, it's toggling again. That's weird. I queued. Huh. Fascinating. Why? Yeah, maybe it actually is because it's something to do with how I'm calling the event. Huh. I would figure... Oh, I see. Okay. If I'm toggling the event already, then I'm calling it again when I'm setting it to on and off. Okay, I got it. Maybe just by changing the value of... Okay, I know what the problem is. So when I'm doing this, setting on is true, setting on is false. That might be re-triggering the toggle event. That might be re-triggering the toggle event. And then this code is called when the toggle event is called. So I'm going to remove this. Let's see if that fixes it. So if it's, I guess if it's on, then it's, I don't know if the toggle event is called before or after changing the value. I'm going to assume it's being, I would assume that it's after the value is changed. Shit. Alright, you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, it's basically like I'm telling it to, like, okay, when I flip this switch, flip it back. And then I'm doing logic, oh, you flipped it back, now I gotta call it again. Okay, whenever you flip that switch, flip it back. And whenever it's flipped back, you gotta flip it the other way. Oh, okay. Ow. Ow. Muggsy, what are you doing? No, you told me, boss, that whenever I needed to flip the switch, I gotta flip it back. So once I flipped it, I gotta flip it the other way. And then when I flipped it the other way, I gotta flip it this way. Dang it, Muggsy, I told you to just... I meant do it once, not do it in a loop. Oh, that's how I got a Stack Overflow, boss. It's me doing a little... Looney Tunes Gangsters explanation of Stack Overflow. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's test it out now. Alright, cool. Let's pause this. Let me hide this so I can see the properties and see if it's playing. Is it playing? So it set up the audio clip. That's here. I can't tell if it's currently playing or not. Like, that's a weird one. Why not? Supersonic speed. What happens if I toggle it off? Would it start it? Setting no audio clip. So it is assigning an audio clip to the audio source. It is looping. It's unclear if it's playing or not. Huh. Okay, maybe I did get it backwards. Oh. Do I just not have it play? There we go. Maybe that solves it. Bow, bow, now, bow, bow, now, bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so I'm like kind of just replicating the app portion of this stuff. Supersonic speed. Let's continue. What happens if I were to just replace it with, huh. Huh, okay, so I'm just changing this up, music. Using the same logic as we had for ambient sounds. Hope this all is straightforward. We just have to switcheroo our new logic and get rid of the old logic, just like in life. And then hopefully we adapt it to our new circumstances, and our new ideas help us with our old feelings too. Play next song. Okay. And it's always important to get new ideas, new ways of approaching the world, and be willing to discard our old logic and apply new logic. Okay, great. We're well on our way. This is already working. I think this is already kind of proving it a bit. I would like the camera to be more zoomed in, and then to have a cup there, a steaming cup. So let's like move the camera over. Huh. Okay, we finally got this done after all that. Let's see. Sorry, I was tuning out, didn't see if anyone chatted or not. But yeah, I'm still here, still keeping an eye. Seems like people are tuning in. That's cool. I'm very grateful. What is it? Book cover, painting, poster, drink. I think the drink would be nice. I think all it is just a cup and then just a little kind of plane that just changes color. I don't think it needs to be super fancy. I think that's passable. So it could be a coffee or a green tea or hot chocolate. So let's see, where's that cup? Oh, this cup was, we had problems with it. I did download Blender. Whoops. Let's install Blender. So then after we install Blender, we have to assign .blend files with open with in Blender. Apparently that's like necessary for having Blender objects work in Unity, unlike the other 3D modeling. Honestly, like, it would be good if there's like some kind of non-profit consortium that like organize like which 3D modeling format should be agreed upon by all the different groups. It would just make the world much easier. But there's probably a lot of politics involved with that, so yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I would imagine there's a lot of politics involved with that, given that it's like proprietary software and stuff like that. So not exactly sure why that's the case, but I don't know. I can only speculate at this point. Lunar New Year and Last Airbender, huh? Gonna queue up some stuff in the lo-fi hip-hop beats playlist. I guess we'll only have like maybe only 2 more of these to go through before we're wrapping up for today. It's already 5:30. Wow. So Blender's installing. It's taking a while. I guess I could also look for Unity assets. I will never ever run away. Da 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 da. Now I know you're satisfied. I'm here to bust a groove. I don't know if any of y'all played Bust a Groove back in the day. This looks perfect. Okay. White porcelain dish set demo. File size 2.6 megabytes. Amazing. Open in Unity editor. Oh my gosh. Wow, Blender, that's a shady ass .msi file name. I don't know if y'all saw that. I hope that was Blender at least. But I also wish they didn't do it that way. Alright, let's download. Okay, white porcelain set. Let's do this. Import. Hopefully it's just going to be as easy as just bringing in the prefab. And I really should have Blender on this machine. I should just get the hang of like just doing some very basic kind of like sketch block out kind of 3D modeling stuff. Ugh. Ugh. Too much processing power. I'm installing a blender while also importing these porcelain dish set. History has its eyes on you. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Time to take a shot. Take a shot. Take a. I'm not throwing away my shot. Okay, I did it. I wasn't looking. Did it import? Okay, it's in this separate folder here. Drag this into 3D. This is a pretty big project, especially after I added this Toby frets and stuff. Alright, let's get the prefab in here. Hopefully it's just simple enough. Whoops, Blender. Will it blend? Oh my gosh, so lame. Does anyone remember those blend tech videos from early YouTube? Is that considered early YouTube? Will it blend? Do people know what I'm talking about at all? Will it blend? Wow. Oh, will it blend? Wow, I better upvote this on Dig. Right next to the latest XKCD comic. Will it blend? Do people have any idea what I'm saying when I say all that? Will it blend? Early YouTube? Anyone? Let's keep it going. Alright, let's I'm gonna make it inherit from this book temporarily, and then inherit from the lamp, I guess, and then just make zero it out, and then take it out of there. Let's see what that does. There we go. Oh, and this might be just me, but I'm gonna rotate this. Whoops. Rotate this so the handle's facing the outside where the hand would be coming from. That's good. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. No, I'm not throwing away my shot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Rise up when you're living on your knees. You rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? 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 Rise up. I remember at death, I feel so much more like a memory. When's it gonna get me? I'm gonna sleep 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I'd come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we're living fast and we laugh, reach for a flask. We have to make this month last, that's plenty. Scratch that. This is not the moment, it's the movement. We're all the hungriest brothers with something to prove when. So we roll like Moses. Oppose us and we take an honest stand. Till we roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, Okay, so this plane is here. I want it to clip. I only want it to be round. Honestly, I don't know how to do this. How do you make a flat circle in Unity? Or a circular plane. How do I deal with this mesh? Okay, this is a plane mesh. Another thing I could do is make a sphere and then flatten it. Same thing, same deal, accomplishes the same thing. Or a cylinder. Or maybe it does it even more accurately. Just gonna kind of quietly walk through my thoughts here. Independence, when is freedom for all descendants, what will begin and end? This cycle of vengeance and death and no defenders. If you're tuning in, this is a game dev stream where I'm making a relaxation simulator while integrating elements of ambient sounds, relaxing music, and just like setting up a scene. Like basically you're able to make, the idea is you're able to make your own lo-fi hip-hop beats, ambient ASMR scene by yourself in this game. Huh. Very effective. I feel like it already looks like coffee. Make some matcha. What is the color of matcha? I see. Matcha tea. Is there a way I can eyedrop this? The consistency is a big factor. I feel like some of the kind of masks I'm using also affect it too. Okay. What else should we have? Hibiscus tea? Any other preferences out there? I think hibiscus tea is good. And then let's see. Let me think of other teas. Rooibos tea, I guess. I guess I know a lot of teas. This is perfect for me. Lavender tea. It's a lavender rose tea. Oh, I'm enjoying this game right now. I like this part. Unity semi-transparent. I wonder if there's a way to have semi-transparent materials. Do you all have any favorite teas or anything you want me to include? I don't know. I already have a lot of ideas, but let me know if you're interested in anything. I can try to include it. Albedo, color, and transparency. Wait, is there just already a transparency property? Yes, there is. Great. Awesome. Hamilton wants to fight, not write. I was chosen for the new constitutional convention. The very seat of government while Hamilton sits. Maybe those are a good start already. And then hot cocoa. It's my favorite. Okay, and oh, this is just water then. Huh. So you like a cup of hot water? Sure. Just relax and take it easy. Ribus? I want it all. I want everything in here. Hibiscus, ribus, rose. I already have hibiscus, so I'm gonna go for lavender. Alright, that's fun. So let's have a logic here for change drink. I believe it's a tuple. Let's get some tuples between public. This would be a list of tuples between drinks. Between string and material. convention is this? What the heck is it? What's this game here? What's it gonna do? Oh, huh. Tuples are different now. Value tuples are value types. Tuple types are reference types. I guess I could use a value tuple. I guess I could just make an object. Oh man. It's gotta be a static value type. What's a value tuple? Okay, so I'm making a list of drink types. I'm returning the drink types. C# 7.0 in tuples. Public. Huh. Ugh. Why don't I just make a public list of materials? What is this kid? What's he gonna do? So I'm just doing a similar like iterator thing where I'm just going to the next drink in the playlist or whatever. And I'm just going to do my materials. And I don't know if I'll even have a display for it or whatnot. But list of materials. And I have to set a given cylinders mesh element 0 mesh renderer. Mesh renderer element, a list of materials in the mesh renderer in order. So we can use multiple materials for each submesh and stuff. The first material is always named element 0. Switch to scripting, let's look at the code library. This is what I'm looking at, in case you're wondering. So this is the mesh renderer class. And yeah, there's so many details about the world that it's important to just look at the catalog of all the wonderful things here. So I could just get the first material. Get the value, change an entry, and set the materials back. Uh-huh. So I don't have to use get materials unless I want to change it right away. So I'm just going to get the property, the property itself, and whoops. Okay, now I have to set up those materials in our array.
Please sit. Why don't you enjoy a cup of calming jasmine tea?
And then, okay, so we have that public void next string.
Life happens wherever you are, whether you make it or not. Understanding others, the other elements, and the other nations will help you become whole.
I'm scorching hole with fragile tiny shells, digging down. The drink mesh. Huh. Did not assign that yet. Nice. Alright, I think I need to use a restroom break. And I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. I'll let the music play. This is 1 hour Uncle Iroh inspiration Avatar Lo-Fi study beats. And we're checking out my development of Relaxation Simulator. Wonder how that looks. I just shared that in the Restream chat. Okay, I'll be right back.
Zuko, pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame.
People see me and think I'm weak. They want to take care of me. But I can take care of myself by myself.
You sound like my nephew. Always thinking you need to do things on your own without anyone's support. There is nothing wrong with letting people who love you help you. Not that I love you. I just met you. is the source of energy in your body. It is called the Sea of Chi. Only in my case, it is more like a vast ocean.
I've been on Noom for 4 months, I've lost 27 pounds, and I feel like I got my life back.
I've been on Noom for
There's nothing wrong with a life of peace and prosperity. I suggest you think about what it is that you want from your life, and why.
I want my destiny.
What that means is up to you.
Alright folks, we're coming up on the final leg of our journey here. We have about like 30 minutes left of development, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I'll probably end up going overtime again, once again, but seems like we've done most of what we were gonna set out to do. This was only supposed to be a 1-week project with about like 3 hours a day of work, so and I do have limited 3D modeling abilities, but so I don't know, what can we even focus on as like the most bang for our buck in the amount of time we have left? What's some things we could do really quickly? Book cover, painting. Let's take a look at our scene again and see what it needs. What is it saying we should need right now? Let's just listen to it. Alright, so, music. Maybe a little text popping up saying what it is. Just like some fun text responding to what's there already. What else could be used? Changing the lighting, maybe? Some water. I like if there was more visuals dynamics happening now. There's like enough audio going on. So if there's like steam here, and then if this light changed a bit more. I think you could just use a little more visuals, so... So what should our notes say? Do we want to change the book cover? I'm not really sure how I would do that. Let me just look up what it's like to... I guess this is kind of canceled now, but Whoops. My fragile, tiny shells, living in the vine. Brave soldier boy comes marching home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home. Da 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 Sure. Shit. Word hack is coming up, isn't it? So I gotta make sure I hop off before that. This is a stream being hosted by Baby Castles. So let me double check. And like, Word hack is like one of their monthly events. That's definitely worth checking out after this. So I'd highly recommend you stick around to check that out. Yeah, Word hack, I believe, starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so that's in 25 minutes, so I'm going to try and wrap up before then. Okay. Got a message.
Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel. But if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
Frick. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, why'd I do that? Change light controller. Do 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 do.
What would Uncle do? Zuko, you have to look within yourself to save yourself from your other self. Only then will your true self reveal itself.
Sure. Okay, so a little bit of our ambient. Okay, nice. It's working. We're doing a lot of different things. Great, alright. You're tuning in right before Word Hack. We're just wrapping up on this stream now. We're just making a relaxation game simulator. This was a stream. This is the last day of this week's prototype development stream on Mudita Heart for RPI's Level Up State Incubator. This is a stream hosted by Baby Castles. Baby Castles is an indie game art gallery and non-profit performance venue and arcade and game dev collective based in New York City, supporting local artists, game developers, and activists. Please support them at withfriends.co/babycastles or follow them on Twitch at twitch.tv/babycastles. Yeah, and check out their schedule at babycastles.com. Yeah, please follow Baby Castles at twitch.tv/babycastles. They're tuning in here. Yep, we got some Restream chat here. But yeah, please follow Baby Castles. They're doing some amazing work. And upcoming next on their stream is Word Hack. Word Hack is their monthly show that they have on every third Thursday every month, which features the intersection between language, text, words, and technology. So they do stuff like computational linguistics and procedural poetry and other amazing things like that. Algorithmic writing that uses words and text instead of art, instead of like visuals and stuff. I don't know, just like really amazing, mind-blowing stuff. I'm definitely going to be tuning in right after this to check that out. I'm really excited for looking at it, to check that out. It's always a highlight whenever I check it out in a given month. So yeah, please stay tuned at Baby Castles to see their stream coming up. Next week will be more of this, but because there will be one more week of prototype development at RPI, so I'll be streaming Monday through Thursday from around 3:30 to 6:30 or 7 each week. And yeah, but other than that, there's more great things on Baby Castle's schedule, so check out babycastles.com for more on that. Off the top of my head, Saturday nights is when they have Synodai. Hyacinth hosts Demon Hour on Saturday late nights, and then Sunday nights is when Flantopia hosts Pokemon Trainers TV, so those are great to check out. Please check out Baby Castle's schedule for all that, and please donate to them. They could use your support in supporting local artists and game developers and activists. Alright, that's it for my stream. I think I said a lot of that really fast. You can check out more from me at twitter.com/MuditaHeart, or follow me now on like the little heart icon to get the little bell to see whenever I'm streaming again, and you get a notification that way. You can also check out my YouTube. I can send a link to that. I just did a revamp on my YouTube channel, and you can also check out me on itch.io at muditaheart.itch.io. Same name as this channel. This is twitch.tv/muditaheart. So if you want to see my itch.io, it's over on itch.io, muditaheart.itch.io, and then you can check out my YouTube channel. Anyway, there's links in my profile. You can check it all out there. Anyway, please check out Baby Castles. They're going to do amazing stuff. They're at twitch.tv/babycastles. Follow them, follow them, follow them. Donate. They're amazing. Yeah, alright. I'll catch y'all later. This was streaming in C# Unity, Relaxing 3D Simulator. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Take it easy, folks. Alright, cool. Alright. More great things to come. Stay tuned on my channel.